Diesel hydraulic multiple unit. Diesel hydraulic multiple unit DHMU data. Track composition 1676 mm, 3, 6 or 9 coaches only, duly consisting of 1 DPC, 1 TC and 1 DTC. DPC driving power car, TC trailing car, DTC driving trailing car. Estimated weight DPC 68 TE, TC 60 TE, DTC 60 TE. Wheel arrangement 1AA1. Engine make Cummins engine nomenclature NTA 855. Firing order 153624. Bore and stroke 140 mm, 5.5 into 152 mm. Maximum RPM 2450. OST set at 2350 RPM. Power output of engines 2 into 345 HP at 1900 RPM. Transmission system hydrodynamic T211 RZ. Clearance above rail level 102 mm. Brakes twin pipe graduated release air brake system. Auxiliary alternator capacity 12 kilowatt. Output voltage 130 volts plus or minus 5%. Current 92.3 amps. Minimum speed for pullout 900 rpm. Drive V-belt drive. Number of belts 4. Maximum pressure of compressor 7 kg per centimeter square. Drive of compressor V-belt driver with 2 belts. Cooling intercooler provided. Cooling system hydrostatic from drive. Control and auxiliary system alternator 110 volts DC V-belt drive. Rating continuous. Transmission output 340 HP at 1900 rpm. Maximum operating speed 100 kmph. Compression type 2EC with 2 belts V drive. Gearbox type axle drive V17M. Gear ratio 4.07:1. Starter battery mono black lead acid. Voltage 24 volts 3.8. Capacity 290 amps per hour. Control supply battery type mono black VRLA. Make Amar Raja batteries Tirupati. Voltage 110 volts. Capacity 120 amps per hour. Fuel per 1 hour per power pack in idle condition 6.5 liters. Minimum fuel oil balance 200 liters. Maximum fuel oil balance 1400 liters. Axle gear box maximum oil capacity 14 liters. Lubricants used. Name of the manufacturer Castrol Limited. Brand name Bisol Super 20 watts to 40. Tide Water Oil Company Limited. Vidol 20 watt 40 CD. Gulf Oil Company Limited. Super Duty Motor Oil 20 watt 40. Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited. High Lube Extra 20 watt 40. High Lube ICE category LL 15W 40. Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Servo Petroleum 20W 40. Cumolium DLO 200 CD and SAE 20 watt 40. Bharat Petroleum Corporation Ultra Super TCA 20 watt 40. Bharat Ultra Supreme 15 watt 40 CE category. Penozoil India Limited. Penozoil Long Life 20W40. ELF Lubricants India Limited. ELF Performance JDC 20 watt 40. Product compressor 2EC38. Sump capacity 7 liters. Manufacturer IOCL. Servo system 317. Transmission T211 RZ. Sump capacity 70 liters without piping and cooler. Caltex ESSO. Indian Oil Shell ELF. Torque fluid 32. ESSO torque fluid N45. Servo torque 20. Shell Tekula oil 32. ELF transmission 32. Axle drive sump capacity 12 liters. HPCL, BPCL, Indrol, IOCL. HP gear oil EP90. Bharat Spiral 90 EP. HC8 W90. Servo gear HP90. Each 3-coach unit consists of 2 power packs, 2 transmission units, 2 axle drive gearbox, 1 fuel tank of 1400 liter capacity, 1 or 2 WRA water rising apparatus. From this apparatus, water will be pumped to expansion tank with the help of 2.5 kg per centimeter square of pressure, MR pressure on the surface of the water level. 4 carbon shafts. DHMU. Its full form is diesel hydraulic multiple unit, a versatile design produced in 3 coaches, 6 coaches or 9 coaches formation. The steady growth of commuted traffic and to meet such demands for fast growing cities and industrial towns in India resulted in demand for suburban and short distance passenger services introduced in the most economical and fuel efficient rate. To meet this demand, the Indian Railways has geared up the resources for the production of DHMU, which has the operational features of fast acceleration and fast braking with the air brake system, enabling it to function as stopping train but maintaining the average speed to match fast mail and express trains so that it does not slow down the speed. The DHMUs are of a self-propelled unit consisting of one driving power car DPC, one trailing car TC, and one driving trailing car DTC. The control systems are made suitable for multiple operation of 1, 2, or 3 unit formations as mentioned above and cater to the demands of commuted traffic on both the electrified and non-electrified stations. The DHMUs are designed for 101 seating capacity of passengers in both DPC and DTC, 108 passengers in TCs, and a liberal space for standing passengers have also been provided, capable of carrying as many as 800 passengers under dense and crush load conditions. The coaches have been provided with cushioned seats and tinted glasses on the windows for coolness, adequate fans, and fluorescent lights. Lights are also provided for better comfort of the passengers. The vestibule provided between the coaches enable the passengers to board the train for the occupation of seats anywhere in the train and also to detrain from any door of the train. PAC, passenger alarm control. The passenger alarm system provided and used in this train is a unique one. The system is provided with external indicator, one on each side wall of the coach, which will give you a visible indication on the coach via electric limit switches provided on the outside end walls. When the alarm has been pulled, the visible indication and the alarm bell will ring. This can be reset to its normal position by operating of mechanical hand operation on each end wall after guard's attention to that compartment. Then the train can be brought to halt at a same place by the discretion of driver and guard, duly eliminating the brake binding on the formation. Master control. The commands for driving and discrimination of DHMU are issued from the master control. There are 2 handles: train operating handle, reversing handle, lever. The train operating handle throttle with neutral position and 8 nothing positions. That is 1 to 8 to energize train line combinations, and the other one is reversing lever for direction selection. The reversing lever can be taken out of reversing slot only when the train operating handle is set to 0. The reversing lever is also called as DCS, direction controller switch. The master controller is also mechanically interlocked in such a way that it will not be possible to operate the train operating handle throttle unless the reversing handle seated in its seat to move either forward or reverse direction depending upon the direction of the drive selected. The help of a double dog clutch does the main component of the reversing unit for changing the direction of travel. Double dog clutch is provided inside the transmission unit and which can be only be operated at a standstill. The actuation of sliding selector on the sleeve is effected by a pneumatic reversing selector. In order to actuate the reversing unit on the transmission, the following requirements have been fulfilled. The master controller should be in 0 position. The diesel engine is in idle condition. The turbo transmission has been drained. The vehicle must be stationary. The compressed air has a minimum pressure of 4.5 kg per centimeter square. The vehicle controlling is designed in such a way that reversing can only be performed if all the above set requirements have been fulfilled. Automatic safety measures. A dead man's handle is also provided along with the train operating handle, and its knob to be pressed during driving mode. If the dead man handle is released during driving mode, auxiliary air brake will be applied via a relay valve provided inside the master controller, which is mechanically interlocked with the dead man's handle. Thus, the train comes to halt automatically. The guards control switch. There is a new additional control provided on DHMU. A key operated 4-pole switch is provided where 2 poles are used for switching on and off compartment lights and fans under guard's control, and 1 pole for interchanging between guard and driver to ascertain both are actually physically present in coach. This eliminates the possibility of guards left behind cases. The VOITH T211RZ turbo transmission. The function of a transmission to transmit the engine power to the rails over the widest speed with the turbo transmission is a fully automatic transmission for rail cars with a diesel engine drive. The present transmission is of converted coupling versions. Its primary components are a hydrodynamic torque converter and hydrodynamic coupling, which transmits power through the mass forces of the operating fluid. The torque converter and fluid couplings are designed for operation at different speed ranges, first speed and the second speed respectively. The speed offering maximum efficiency in power transmission for the prevailing speed is automatically engaged and taken off is smooth and without jerks and shifts from torque converter to fluid conversion operator are affected equally smooth and without interruption of transmission. The circuits are automatically engaged and disengaged according to the position of the master control to control the speed via the main control of the piston. The changeover from converter to coupling takes place at full load about 60 to 68 kmph of maximum speed. DHMU operation is very economical in terms of fuel economy. There are two power packs of 345 HP of power engine consuming approximately 35 liters of HSD oil for the continuous run of 1 hour with full occupancy. The fuel efficiency is more when the transmission change takes place as mentioned above. It is an ideal and efficient operating temperature are 90 degrees centigrade to 110 degrees centigrade losses. Telephone. A telephone is provided in both the driving cabs by introducing the spare leads provided in MU jumper cables. This is specifically enables the GDR to make conversation with each other even while on run and take a lot of train operational decision and convey each other. Emergency bell. An emergency bell is provided at both end cabs and within reach of driver and guard. On operation of this bell, a loud continuous bell is heard in both the driving cabs, drawing each other attention for immediate reaction to stop the train or take safety measures. Bell code system. A bell code system is provided for starting, stopping, acknowledging the signals between the driver and guard in accordance with SR 4.51 is made possible. The provision has minimized the use of conventional hand signal. Bell code system. Bell code, single, stop the train, double bell, start the train, triple bell, guard required by driver, given on run by motorman. Guard should acknowledge it and apply his van valve brake to assist motorman in stopping the train. 4 rings, protect the train in rear. 5 rings, commencement of completion of combined brake test. Ring, gap ring. After passing caution spot during combined brake test, GDR may use this code to draw each other's attention in case of any lapse or abnormality. Ring, ring, stop, ring, ring. Passing automatic signals at on. 3 rings, stop, 3 rings. Motorman not to exceed the prescribed speed. 4 rings, stop, 4 rings. Guard leaving the cab. Pollution control. This is an eco-friendly unit releasing the least possible minimum exhaust, which anybody can feel. The environmental pollution is reduced to a large extent compared to the other diesel locomotive operations. Stacho coupling. This coupling provided and eliminates slacks, gaps between the coaches and the coupling, enabling the units to stop and run and start without any jerks on this account. Drivers control switch box DCS. It consists of one DCS program switch with 10 poles, 8 normally opened plus 2 normally closed, and the switch is operated by inserting the driver's key. This removal key is inserted in position when driver is available in driving cab. There are 16 number of lever operated cab switches. 11 number of return spring loaded switches are provided for the operations like engine start, engine stop, control supply on, parking brake on off, lamp test, instrument lamps, test sequence switch, TSS, building of fast air pressure, and reset ready to start, and 2 switches are spare for future use. The top row of switches are located in the off position of the DCS, and the DCS key is inserted and operated by the driver. 2 number of 110 volts bar 10 watts lamps are provided, and below the nameplates are provided for clear visibility for driver during the night service. Pollution control. SS panel DPC. SS1 parking brake. SS1 parking brake on, lamp test. SS2 control switch, fast building air. SS1 parking brake on, SS2 control switch, SS3 engine 1 on, SS4 engine 2 on, SS5 engine 3 on, SS6 engine 4 on, SS7 engine 5 on, SS8 engine 6 on, SS9 lamp test, SS10 fast building air, SS11 ready to start, instrument lamp SS12, spare SS13, test sequence switch SS14, spare SS15, DHMU halt SS16. LED light emitting diode indicating panels. There are 2 panels of 6 LED indications are provided, and each one is provided for identification of engine on and reversing on indications. There are 2 panels of 10 LED indications in which control indications like traction control supply on, drive function released, engine idle, engine tripped, parking brake applied, auxiliary alternator failure number 1, auxiliary alternator failure number 2, common annunciator, and 2 spare LEDs for future use. The other 10 LED indications are for fault indications like HCWT, hot cooling water temperature, HLOT, STOL, hot transmission oil temperature, LLOP, low lube oil pressure, OST, overspeed tripping, LCWS, low cooling water level, RI, reverser incomplete, and 3 spare LEDs for future use. Gauge panel. There are gauges for lube oil pressure, water temperature, transmission oil temperature, hour meter, engine RPM, digital tachometer, battery charging ammeter for individual engines 1 and 2 separately are provided on panel in driver's cab to monitor the condition of individual engine. Gauge panel. Meter panel. This panel consists of control battery voltmeter 0 to 150 volts DC and starter battery voltmeter 0 to 50 volts DC with the switches. Is provided on driver's control panel to monitor battery charging. Speedometer. Dyno Speedo generator model 417 with 48 pulse AC generator is provided. Suitable for rolling stock applications. It delivers electricity strictly linear to monitor action speed. This output is monitored by a suitable SPM 0 to 120 km on driver's desk. Now all the DHMUs are provided with MRT 918 MEDA speed recorders. Relays and timers. There are 3 sets of relay panels. 110 volts DC relay panel, common for power packs 1 and 2. 24 volts DC relay panel for power packs 1. 24 volts DC relay panel for power pack 2. Control and auxiliary circuit master control breakers. There is a set of 110 volts DC master control breakers for control circuits, auxiliary circuits, and 24 volts DC panels for individual engine controls are provided separately on panels behind the driver seat for easy maintenance. Engine local on and off control. There is a 29 amp per hour 24 volt starter batteries with lead acid mono blocks are provided in starter motor circuit with battery isolating switch CS2 control switch 2. A starter control switch engine mounted is provided to protect against overcranking. The magnetic switch is used for closing the main contactor for energizing cranking servo motor. Battery charging alternator is provided for starting battery charging while engine is running, and ammeter is provided in gauge panel for the indication of charging current. A local on-off and reset push buttons are provided in a box near each engine for local on and off operations. When isolating switch CS2 is closed, the 24-volt supply is ready for engine starter motor and respective controls. When local or remote rotatory switch is operated to local position, or when local push button is pressed near underframe, a relay LRR gets energized in driver's cab, and its normally open contact are closed to energize relays for low lube oil pressure and overspeed. R41 and R51 for engine 1 and R42 and R52 for engine 2. The contactors are in series with sensors for low lube oil pressure and low cooling water level. Overspeed relays and relays R51 and R61 are for low hydraulic oil level, low cooling water level, common for engine 1 and 2 to protect the engine during starting. When local on push button is pressed, local on off relays R81 is energized and retained through its normally opened contactor. At the same time, 24-volt supply to starter motor is fed through magnetic switch via starter control switch. When engine picks up speed and lube oil pressure is built up, the normally closed contactor of starter control switch interlock will open and 24 volts supply for the starter motor will get cut off. Same times, idling solenoid valve SOV51 is energized to run the engine at idle speed at 600 rpm. The timer TR11 and TR12 for engine 1 and 2 will ensure that not more than 3 starts of maximum period of 10 seconds are made. In case there are no discrepancies and lube oil pressure builds up to its optimum level, engine will continue to run at idle speed and hour meter monitors it. Switch off sequences. The engine can be switched off by pressing the engine off push button on local push button stationed near engine, which de-energizes the relay R81. This results in operating off its contact in circuit of solenoid valve 51 pertaining to shutdown valve. This is in turn leads to cutting down of fuel to diesel engine and engine stops. Fault conditions. During diesel engine running in local mode, if any one of the relays of low lube oil pressure, low cooking water level, overspeed, and R41, R51, R61 for engine number 1 and R42, R52, R62 for engine number 2 will get de-energized, and fault monitoring relays FC21 for engine 1, FC22 for engine 2 will energize. In turn, de-energized the shutdown circuit of diesel engine. De-energizing of fault relays. When engine local or remote rotatory switch is moved from local position to off, the 24 volts supply to fault relay is switched off and relay gets de-energized. Remote operations. When local remote switch is selected to, remote operation of the engine circuit is kept ready for engine remote operations. Direction selection. Keep MC to 0 position with dead man's control handle in pressed position and select reverse handle for either forward or reverse. The forward or reverse dog clutches are preset in the transmission to match the directions of PP1 and PP2 in such manner that the control signals make through their respective limit switches in transmission energizes the relay C31, C32 or C41, C42 momentarily, which in turn energizes the solenoid valves SOV81, SOV82 standstill detectors or SOV101, SOV102 for forward direction depending upon the direction selective signal is given. As the piston starts moving in the transmission relays, S51 and S52 de-energizes and reversing on indication disappears. within 2 to 3 seconds. The piston movements complete the direction selected, and then other end limit switch is pressed inside the transmission, and relay C21 and C22 once again energizes by the appearance of reversing on indication. Once a particular direction is selected, the transmission is automatically ready to receive the signal for selecting the other direction through the actuation of respective switches. Movement of the train. Actuation of the master control from notch 1 to 8 relays C101 or C102 gets energized, which in turn actuates SOV71, SOV72, and transmission fields with oil, and engine drive is connected to the wheels and train accelerates. For any of the faults or abnormalities, the relays FC31, FC32 get energized, thereby switching off the SOV71, SOV72, and the respective transmission comes to neutral. That is, the oil is emptied and transmission comes to neutral. Notching also gets de-energized by FC31 or FC32. For position 1 to 8 of the master controller relays, C51 bar C52 and C81 bar 82 will get energized in local sequences, thereby energizing the solenoid valves of the multiple unit throttle control MUTC mounted on engine in a similar logic way. SOV11 or SOV42. From notch 5 onwards, SOV61 or SOV62 solenoid valves for primary influence get energized, and transmission works in coupling mode from torque converter mode to get optimum efficiency. System abnormalities. Each power pack is protected against the following faults automatically with 7 faults along with auxiliary alternator 1 and 2. They are as follows. Fault: high cooling water temperature results engine comes to idle, transmission to neutral. High transmission oil temperature, engine comes to idle, transmission to neutral. Reversing incomplete, engine comes to idle, transmission to neutral. Low lube oil pressure, engine trips, transmission to neutral. Overspeed engine trips, transmission to neutral. Low hydraulic oil level, engine trips, transmission to neutral. Low cooling water level, engine trips, transmission to neutral. 6 and 7, a common fault for power packs 1 and 2. With these 7 faults along with auxiliary alternator number 1 and 2 failure, the respective fault LED illuminates. Power pack display in number 1 and 2 also illuminates, and a common annunciation LED glows along with the 2 side lamps UFIL of respective DPC. That is unit fault indication lamp to exactly locate a faulty PP. Depending upon the nature of the fault, the indication of the engine idle or engine trip gets illuminated on control indicator. In case of engine trip indication, respective engine on disappears. Stopping the train. By actuating the selector switch SS16, DHMU halt, all the engines will get switched off simultaneously. Relay S2 is energized momentarily, and relay S11, S12 will get energized, thereby switching off the relays R91 or R92, and then engine stops working. Note: selector with 14 test sequences is not to be used by the driver. It is only of the maintenance staff to check relay logic without any train movement. Lamp test facility. A lamp test switch is provided near driver's control switch box and is pressed to glow all the lamps at initial to ascertain that all LEDs are working. Ready to start. When control switch in driver's control box is in off position and master control is not operated, and when ready to start the train, then push the push button switch, that is ready to start switch SS11 in driver's control box. The train will get energized via normally closed contacts of master control. Relay RR connected to train line energizes, and its normally open contacts are closed in power pack 1 and 2. Circuit 2 energizes the fault sensing relays like high cooling water temperature R11, R12, high transmission oil temperature R31, R32, reversing incomplete R71, R72, low lube oil pressure R41, R42, over speed relays R51, R52, low hydraulic oil level R21, R22, low cooling water level relays R61, R62 for engine 1 and 2. Remote engine on and off operation. To avoid starting of the both engines simultaneously, the normally closed interlocks of unit are connected to a push button in such a way that only one engine can start at a time. When the spring return switch SS3 in driver's control switch panel to keep engine 1 in on condition through a 110 volt supply relay S11 energizes, which is in turn a 24 volt supply relay R91 will energize the remote on off control by a relay, thereby remote engine starts via energizing of relay S11 and R91. The normally open contacts of engine of relays S2 to hold the energized series relays S11 and S12 for keeping engines on, then the respective engine on indication will glow on the cab disk. When DHMU halt push switch is pressed in DCS panel for remote off relay S2 will energizes and trips all engines as whole in the formation. Building up of air pressure. When a spring return switch SS10 on DCS is operated, relays S51 and C51 for power pack 1 and S52 and C52 for power pack 2 energizes. The normally closed contactors of S51 or S52 in circuit C101 or 102 will restrict energizing of solenoid and transmission not filled. When C51 or C52 energizes, the speed increases from 600 to 1900 rpm without load. Then the main reservoir is charged quickly via belt driven compressor and 1000 rpm 7 kg per centimeter square pressure in MR gauge will be parking brake on off. When parking brake switch SS1 in DCS panel is switched on, the parking brake cylinder is charged to release parking brake. A pressure operated brake is provided to park the vehicle at a gradient when standing for signal or at a destination. Driver's interact relay. When guards control switch is operated in guards control switch panel in other cab, the driver's interlock relay S1 is energized in leading cab via pressure switches, brake pipe, control governor and parking brake closed at 3.6 kg per centimeter square respectively. And parking, then normally opened interlocks of this relay gets energized one in indication circuit to indicate drive function released and other one master control to drive function. Control supply indication. When control switch is on in DCS, the LED indication in cab lit to indicate control supply on and unit is ready for movement. Belt drivers used in DHMU. Totally 9 belt drivers are there. There are alternator 110 volts is driven by 4 belts. Compressor is driven by 2 belts. Water pump is driven by 2 belts. Alternator 24 volts is driven by 1 belt. To resume normal working after engine cranking, ensure MR pressure should be 7 to 8 kg per centimeter square. BB pressure should be 5 kg per centimeter square. Brake cylinder pressure should be 1.6 kg per centimeter square. Parking brake cylinder pressure should be 3.5 kg per centimeter square. A9 and SE9 cocks should be open in working cab and to be closed in non-working cab. Ensure control supply on, drive function release, indications on, control stand panel. Ensure all engines crank illumination as per formation on engine on indication. Ensure reversing on indication illumination and reversing on panel. Ensure power pack 1 and 2 illuminations to be extinguished on power pack display 1 and 2 units. 39. Abnormality, wedging of concern relay. High cooling water temperature on PP1 R11 on PP2 R12. Low hydraulic oil level R21 on PP2 R22. High transmission oil temperature on PP1 R31 on PP2 R32. Low lube oil level on PP1 R41 on PP2 R42. Overspeed tripping on PP1 R51 on PP2 R52. Low cooling water temperature on PP1 R61 on PP2 R62. reverser incomplete, R71 on PP2, R72. Elaborated layout of L1 panel, top panel in driving power car, DPC, battery positive, light circuit, spare, EML circuit, HC and PAC, HL and TL, spare, cab fan 1, cab fan 2, cab FL1, cab FL2, CL2, spare, F1, F2, FL1, FL2, CL. PP1 gauge panel, voltmeter gauge panel, CS1 and CS2. These are brakes, loco brakes. Thank you.